TikTok anymore. Now, just going to listen. Imibango. Let's get ready. All right. Yeah, we're live. It's spamele bajoin, eh? Okay, let me change the screen here. Let's forget thumbnail. Yeah. Yeah, I'm not. I'm not. Bunch of streamer this afternoon, eh? Okay, cool. Buffet, we also stream this afternoon. Machita Monday this afternoon. Machita Monday. So in the afternoon, 3:30 to 4:30 p.m., we have a live stream on all things Zamachita. We'll be touching on physical as well as spiritual, as well as mental and emotional dynamics that Machita face in regards to their spiritual path. Nah? Machita, we have to ascend and become a bit more spiritual because we are the master creator. We are the thought. Right? We possess the seed. Rakwan, this is why there's so much done to oppress us and make it seem like we're redundant when we are the master. That's a conversation that most people are not ready to have. Right? That's a conversation that most people are not ready to have. But this means that you must not operate from a position of ego as the man. So now, this is why, if you think about it, most of the time, the pastor is a man. Most of the time, the dominant spiritual healers are the men. I'm not saying that the women are not too. I'm just giving you context around who the man is. The visionary, the architect. This is why I decide as the man, go to lawyer your meeties, right? Then what you do, you create a vibration in you that connects with her such that she then feels like she becomes broody. She wants to carry your kids because of the vibration you hold. She feels your divinity. This is the power, Yamachita Bafit. We possess the grand spark. Why do you think sperm banks exist? Do you think it's only to collect sperm so that they can do in vitro fertilization? Come on. Come on. Just like they say with the blood banks. Do you think it's just so that they can have blood for blood transfusions? Come on. Come on. They're connecting with the epigenetic memory. The goal is to do what? Connect them with source so that they can do what? Become eternal like we are. But anyway, that's a conversation for another day. Today's Kumang Imibango Buffet. For those of you who've got an identity crisis, Kumang Imibango, I'm going to touch on the importance of these two. These two, and how these two can assist you to navigate this particular challenge. For those of you on the stream or YouTube, make sure you hit the like button. Make sure you hit the share button. Make sure you stay tuned. Make sure you drop us questions in regards to this matter. Yes. Yes. Wawan. Yes. Machida, it is up to us to reconnect with our God self because this is when we will reclaim the throne. The throne is ours. Wawan. The throne is ours to take. This is why the women are treating us the way they're treating us right now, because they see we are not operating on the divinity we're operating on. Candles, I'll tell them to add the stock after the stream, Westwood. Nah? I'll tell them to add the candles after the stream. So now, this is why their goal is always to ostracize us, right? Basad, Lillian, and this is why you're too masculine, because the divine feminine realizes that it has to do it itself because Machita don't want to do it. Machita a bit too soft now, right? By this, I'm not saying divine masculine is aggression. No, divine masculine is tamed aggression, right? It's tamed aggression. What do I mean by this? In moments where you need to exercise extreme violence, you can exercise extreme violence to protect your loved ones. But you don't operate from a position where you are perpetually feared. Everyone around you, yaksaba. No, everyone must feel safe around you. That's the vibration you need to hold. Nah, that's the vibration you need to hold. They must feel safe. They must feel like, yeah, kunendoda la endlini. Yabona? Manje nina nihlezi ningekho endlini, nihlezi nibalekile, nihlezi nisetshwaleni, nihlezi nigijimisa ifebe. All those things that don't really serve you. If you want to engage in polygamy, have a process. Have a process, because nothing saps your energy like these ones, Buffets. These ones, they sap our energy. Why putisa? Why there are always those partners who will remember you. Maybe you and them la hooker up as and when seasonally. They remember you as and when seasonally. Dangerous. Why? Because you are thinking from that low vibrational context, hey, sexy ola imnat. No, they're here to mine your energy. Now, also, I recently got to understand game. Okay, fine. You come in these ladies. After coming in them, she's gonna go home. She's able to. And then I ain't. Half it like on. I a set to sit got the life force here. But anyway, y'all are not ready for that conversation. We're about 1 minute away to start our stream on Imibango Buffet. The countdown timer is actually live right now. Let's get ready. Make sure to hit. Alright, Buffet, before we start our stream, I want to announce today, give Machita Monday, and as per usual, every Monday we've got specials for Machita. They can walk into either a Durban or Brakpan store to get a 10% discount on their full order value, right? This is for everyone who's visiting us in store. 593 Felix Dlamini Road, Bury at Durban. That's our store in Durban. Carnival Decor Center, 5 Rangeview Street, Dal Park, shop number 14. If you search us on Google Maps, you should be able to find us. Also, later today, 3:30 to 4:30 p.m., we're streaming on Machita Topics, right? We're touching on all things around the Lotse Shebaning from a spiritual context, from a physical, holistic, right? We're touching topic A Machita. So this is our weekly stream on all things Machita, which you can catch live on our YouTube channel. Remember, all the streams are recorded for you to watch at a later time. Okay, back again after the weekend. Hope everyone is feeling good. Hope everyone is ready to rock. Hope everyone has had an amazing weekend. I want us to touch on the topic Imibango, right? So the question is, how do I navigate Imibango all the time? And you guys always hear me, blue and yellow candle. Now, these are the clarity candles. Why? Let me break down the science to you guys. So, for those of you who understand candle magic, they know that the green candle is the candle you use when you want to pray for prosperity and you want to align your things. Now, how do we now connect with the green candle? Now, especially under context Yaubakiwa, you connect with the green candle by transmuting the energy of the blue and the yellow. These two colors in combination, what color do they create? Let me share the screen so you guys can see my Google search on this topic. Blue plus green, what color does it create? Sorry, blue plus yellow, what color does it make? Blue plus yellow makes what color? Green. So now, we are separating the two energies because baobaka, feminine and masculine, yaobaka. We need to now embrace both of them individually, right? Create balance in our prayer shrine. So always operate in twos, hence the blue and the yellow candle. This should give you context now. Blue and the yellow candle, the combination of the two colors create green. Now, we can then add the green candle at a certain point in time once everything is evolved to see how the prayers you've been praying using the blue and the yellow candle are affecting now the greener postures that you seek. So how do we then tell? The flame talks to us. The flame tells us. So for those of you who've got an identity issue, the one thing I can advise you to do, get yourself blue and yellow candles. Nah? These are the clarity candles. These candles provide clarity on all aspects in regards to your spirituality. 2, when you're praying and calling upon your guardian angels, do not use surnames. Avoid the surname dynamic. Why? Because the dispute is coming from there. What do you use? You call upon Ingelos Zokanya, you call upon your guardian angels, right? Those who perpetuate the light. Nah? Some of you might need to revert to this process perpetually. This will be your process going forward. Address the issues I'm having. So we can address the issues that I'm having. I call upon my guardian angels from my mother and father's side so that we can address the issues that we are having. Let's break down the science even further. The initial assignment after God created us, the first whole being, God, after creating 0.01, iteration 0.001, iteration 0.002, iteration 0.004, arrived to us the first whole being, the first perfect being, right? They've created so many beings. Initially, they had issues around how the beings that were created, because they went whole, couldn't procreate. They couldn't make their own babies, right? Now, if you read the book of Enoch, it talks about this, the Caucasus Mountains, and how they were creating. We were created, right? Now, we are the perfect being. Now, the reason they've hidden the story behind our creation, then they only tell us about Adamu or Adam, is because they want to hide. Now we are made from the stardust, black matter. Now, incubated from black matter. Right? We are, when they say Jesus was born through immaculate conception, we are that. We are that. Right? We are birthed through immaculate conception, made from the stardust. Right? Then we are composed from what comprises of the universe. So anyway, in us being created in this fashion, God wanted us to be heavily protected because they are studying us. This is why we're in the firmament, right? The firmament, it creates a test environment. Nah? The firmament, it creates a test environment. Drop them in there under certain situations, contexts, right? Understandings. We want to see how this creature, how this being, how this God will operate under this situation. This simulation. This is why they say it's a simulation. They're simulating the permutations so that they can see how we, the gods, are going to react under stressful situations, right? How we are going to react under certain environmental oppressions. The gods, the primordial beings. Now, this then pushed God to do what? Assign the angels, the cherubims, to us to do what? To protect us, guide us, lead us, right? To where? Salvation. But now notice that the salvation is not external, it's internal. This is why everyone now, even though they're extremely religious, going to church every single week, are yet to find the salvation because they are always seeking the answers external. Up until we realize that the salvation is internal. Remember, we are birthed as the whole being. What does this mean? We possess the seeds internally to give birth to what? The manifestation that God embedded us with. Each and every one of us have that unique gift. Manifesting. This is why they say we are the master manifestors, because our crystalline structure, or the Merkaba ya rona, it moves at the speed of light. Hence the melanin. Hence the melanin. All right, cool. Now, God then assigned the guardian angels to us. After assigning the guardian angels, told the guardian angels that you will be the guardian angels to these people. Mangeloya achanya. Right? Hence, we refer to them as per the initial assignment handed to them. We drop the surname thing. The moment you call upon Mangeloya Khanya Khabontate, which is the closest route to God epigenetically. Now, those of you who are Christian who are asking us, no, but what about Jesus? Ancestral? No, the closest route, because we're using the DNA sequencing. The DNA sequencing is the route to God, the closest route for us to reach God. Rakwan, for us to reach God, it's that route. Once we connect with that route, we will find ourselves and connect with our true selves. Now, there are those who are angry at God, who are, why do you create these people with so much power? So the goal is to suppress us, right? Lower dimensional entities who are now being conjured into this dimension to do what? Oppress our evolution. Now, this is why I say jealousy is such a low vibrational emotion, because if you die under the context of jealousy, you go into the lower realms, first, second dimension. You don't even go to purgatory. Now, purgatory is where some of our ancestors are, because there are certain aspects of their ascension that were not executed. Bakawatea, from that context. This is why they then need us to engage in ancestral work for them. That's why Baba Mutala Sebatwasa. The things that person left unattended. Right? Okay, so this is why we call upon Mangeloya Khanya Khabommela Khabontate, and we do not use surnames. And this is why it will then serve you, because you call upon them by their true essence, by their true vibration. They must be Mangeloya Khanya, because then they'll have to answer to God. Because just as we face judgment, if you see the Egyptians back into Anubis weighing your heart against the feather, Lebohona. In their ascension journey, the cherubims are going to undergo this ascension process. Now, if you've seen a cherubim, it's got eyes all over. Why? Because it needs to watch you on all the multi-dimensional realms. Hence, it's got eyes all over. Now, it needs to watch you and all the multi-dimensional versions of you all over. Remember, the eyes are a sensor collecting visual memories. Nah? Visual memories, so that they can be played back to you at a certain point in time. This is why your dreams use the subconscious memory bank to put together a picture for you around things your guardian angel is trying to give you understanding of. This is why dream interpretation is not generic. Everyone, their dreams are unique to them. Everyone, the way their dreams come together is very much unique to them. It is important for us to have this understanding. Rakwan. Okay, let's take some questions. Ponzo M. Good morning, Cool. My parents were never married and my dad didn't pay damages. Now both sides want me to take over Msebe and spiritual. I'm so confused. Ponzo, I've just given you the detail. Now, blue and yellow candle, neutral prayer. This might be how you operate perpetually. Why? Because perhaps your dad and your mom will never find middle ground. Nah. Or if, from my experience, this is what they do. Once you start this process, they then go and fetch everyone who needs to be responsible to come and fix your things. Rakwa. They then do that. They then put a fire under those people's asses so that they can do the right thing and bring them into alignment so that they can do things the right way. So when your job is going to be simple, you buy yourself blue and yellow candle over a 9-day cycle. Why 9 days? 9 is the final number. 9 is the number that connects you with God, right? God above all. Again, we call upon God, Limangeloya Khanya, from your mother and father's side, to talk to them about this issue. You tell them exactly what you've told me. It's come to my attention that you guys want me to engage Umsebenzi spiritually. I'm so confused. I have no clarity. It was suggested that I pray neutrally using the blue and the yellow candle. This process, I'm hoping that it will serve me so that I can align with you guys. I need signs. and revelations that come from you guys that help me to open my heart chakra, because this is where the magnetic field permeates from, right? The electromagnetic frequency that goes around us. Let me show you what I'm talking about, right? AKA ingubo yabantu abadala. Umbathwe ngengubo yabantu abadala. This is in reference to your electromagnetic frequency. Nah? Everyone permeates an electromagnetic frequency that comes out from the vortex energy generated by the heart. This is why they don't weigh your brain against the feather in the afterlife, but they weigh your heart against the feather, because it is the heart that is most important. Nah? Electromagnetic frequency are checking kaiba fit. Anyan. Let's go images. Yes, this image I think is a good reference image. View image. It's too small. Let's come this side. Just give me a moment, Buffett. I want to show you guys. Remember, if we separate spirituality from science, we do ourselves a disservice, because then we can't unlock the codes, right? We can't unlock the codes the way we are supposed to. The codes, right? We need to understand the Temple of Solomon, right? The Temple of Solomon is the body, right? The temple of the soul of man, the body, the keys to understanding the higher realms, the higher depth of who we are, the keys to unlocking our spiritual path is to understand the temple of the soul of man. That's why everything is an internal study. It's got nothing to do with external factors. Crazy as that might sound, it's got nothing to do with external factors. Let me stop sharing here. I want to share the other screen. Stop screen share. Let's present, share screen. Okay, here we go. This is the electromagnetic frequency. Notice there, it's coming from the heart. Can you see? It's showing the heart. It creates an auric field around us. Everyone's electromagnetic frequency operates at a different frequential point. This is why we then want to connect with God through our people, because we're tapping in, tuning into an exact frequency. Cameras down. Nah, we're tapping in, cameras down. Tell me, camera. Yeah. We're tapping into an exact frequency. Rakwana Bafit. We're tapping into an exact frequency. Hence, we are using candles, which represent the light. Hence, we are using vocal prayer, right? The vocals, if you look at it, creates an audiograph if we recorded your audio. Rakwan. This is an exact science. This detail is important. Why? Because a lot of you are trying to understand and unlock. Now, so many of you are dependent on the pastor's external factors. Na asikhohlweni ngalabo kancane, sizitholeni sikhulumeni nabantu bethu kube yibo that will lead us. Na, let's go. Let's see. Hold on. Crowned underscore Gwen. She says she was named after my mom. My mom's grandma. I changed that to my dad's mom's name. Now I'm told that I need to go back to my grandmom's name. What are the effects of this? This one is straightforward. The question would then be, what is happening now in your life as a result of... Okay, here are the details, Gwen. Well, enough for you, it was simple. Your grandmother was engaged in spiritual work, and through you, she was going to resurrect and engage in spiritual work again. But now, because you have shifted the frequency away by going to your dad's name, your dad's mom's name, right? It's difficult for her to connect with you. The reason they gave you her name was because it was going to etch you, connect your electromagnetic frequency to that of Gakoko from your mother's side, who was then going to work through you prophetically. Hence, they want you to go back. Hence, they want you to go back, right? Straightforward, this one. All right, cool. Now, what do you need to do? Engage here, right? Because for me, this type of situation showcases the dispute between your people. where they create energetic manipulation to get you to shift from one side to the other as opposed to operating from balance. Sningning you're Christian, sningning you're extremely traditional, sningning you're using your dad's surname, sningning you're back at your mom's surname. It's that mess that they're trying to engage you in. Now we need to operate from balance. So we don't use surnames anymore. We call upon guardian angels. We call them by their root essence, their root name. Nah? And then we ask for clarity. We ask for forgiveness from those who we have angered as a result of the moves that we've made. Now, all right, Gwen, I hope this gives you context. Yeah, Granny's carrying babies because Granny's carrying your gifts. Baba? Yeah, carrying babies, your gifts. Do you have kids, Gwen? Are you struggling to have kids? If not, are you struggling to? Hey, Gwen, Gwen. Yes, she did say now. You see, I feel like I've got an identity crisis. What can I also use to interpret my dreams? Talking to them neutrally, having advanced prayers. What are the advanced prayers? Yesterday I dreamt about a snake wrapping itself around me. Now I'm making an analogy, right? And as it was wrapping itself around me, this is what it did, and so on and so on. I had so much fear in the dream. I don't quite understand what it means. Please come to me. Stop depending on external people. Master the soul of the Temple of Solomon, right? The Temple of Solomon. Let me show you guys. Now, in body in the Judaic doctrine, they do what's called the Kabbalah, right? The Kabbalah, the temple itself, if they overlay it over a human body, the Temple of Solomon is built like a human body. It looks like a human body, right? It's set up like a human body. I'm going to show you guys the image just now. This gives context to, oh shit, everything is molded around us. The perfect creation, right? The perfect creation. And now the goal is to remind us, but we keep making the mistake of externalizing it. Look at that. There it is, the human body overlaid over the Temple of Solomon. Now, each chamber, each room has relevance. You understand? Each chamber, each room has relevance in terms of energy. So left, right has energy. The feet have energy. The head has energy. You understand? Now, we need to master this. Once we master this, we master ourselves. We master ourselves. And once we master ourselves, we can do the true purpose. Time for an ad break now. Just give me a moment. I'll flag you now, Buffo. Put something on screen. Boom, 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 boom. Okay. Let's talk about Sinkanyezi. Now, some of you feel like your star is low. This is Sinkanyezi, Imbiza. In here, there are herbs like Umshonishwa, Umkanyagute, as well as an actual starfish itself. It's called Inkanyezi. Dried up, right? Dried up, crushed, and put in the Motropambiza. Inkanyezi is used for what? Inhlanhla, amplifying your aura, attracts good energy, it attracts love. So some of you are dealing with low vibrational situations, and because linale bungaka in you, you've got ancestry that vibrates with nature. Badimbanaha, for me it's the yellow. Nah? Badimbanaha, dingakachupi. Those people, when they connect with medicine or muti on this level, it amplifies their vibration. It helps you to connect with the deeper essence of who you are. It also helps you to then manifest certain things. Inkanyezi, ne? Inkanyezi. What would you do? Ukopembiza kayon, na? Kopembiza, of which you will have this mbiza once a day in the morning, manifesting the things you seek to manifest. Rakwan. 10:22. We're exactly halfway through our stream. Hope everyone is having a good time and hope everyone is learning, right? Most of the time you should take notes. Nah? Take notes. Receive what resonates, leave the rest out. It took me time to master that one. Receive what resonates, leave the rest out. Nah? Okay, cool. Let's see. Okay, I hope we gave Gwen context properly. You use both. Nah? Yes. Which candle should I use in the process of starting? Both. Starting what? 2 candles. Nah? 2 candles. We operate on balance. Everything is about balance. Rakwana bafethu re nyaka go balance dilo tsa rena. Re hloka balance. Hey Eddie, what's up, King? How are you doing? Hope you're good, bro. Shout out to you for joining the stream. Let's see. I want to see here. We've got a few more comments. Sorry, guys. I'm trying to make sure I don't miss any of the comments. All right. Yes, I'm glad that you guys are getting the understanding. My job is this. Explain it in a way that provides depth and understanding. Seeking to align my things. And because perhaps also high and they're deeply rooted in their culture. So Kimpedi in this case, the individual that was helping me at the time. So Han Shashloba, Obolela Spedisela said deep, and I don't quite understand why, because even though my roots, both my parents Kibapedi, Maraba Holela Mokas, their grandparents are the ones that Ebakulele Makai, right? Komahaye. Now, when I go see this person and this person is giving me a reading, we don't quite relate. I can't get the answers that I need. The reason my people did that was because they wanted me to tap in and get the answers within myself. So some of you are there. You've twisted 3-4 times. You've been to church guy a couple of times. You've been to healers trying to go align your things, and nothing is serving you, right? Nothing is serving you. Therefore, you need to do what? Reconnect with the Temple of Solomon, right? Reconnect with the Temple of Solomon, meaning look within you. What does this mean? Engaging in practices that raise your vibration. Prayer, hopasha, cleansing, detox, fasting. You understand? Inducing. For me, cycling is so important because it gives Badimbanaha their time out there to go and connect. Under what? Extremely uncomfortable conditions. Let me give you context. This weekend we went to ride. Waterberg, 132 Ks, 40-degree heat. You understand? I'm going through everything mentally and emotionally in that moment, but it's transforming me spiritually. I always tell my woman this. Riding for me is more than just the physical. Riding for me is more than just the physical. Now, some of you want to go Kadi Jazzy and then go and hike and then go and pray. That's fine. But sometimes it can be a run. Sometimes it can be a ride. It can serve them in a different fashion as opposed to what we see on social media. Bayemanzini, Bayanzan, all these things, right? We can do these things under different contexts. Why? Because the Temple of Solomon, our frequencies operate differently. There's something that happens to me when I'm in physical, mental, and emotional discomfort on the bike for long hours and I feel like giving up. And then when I look at the GPS, it says, yo, bro, we still got 40 Ks to go and we're in the middle of nowhere. No one can assist me. If I do call for help, it's going to take time. So I'm going to suffer even more. So just finish what you started. So some of you are there. Fitting what you started. Some of you are now feel like you're not getting the answers you need. The answers you need require you to expose yourself to what the mental, spiritual, and emotional endurance needed. Right? Some of you are 6 months away from unlocking your things, but because in this current moment we're in, you don't see the light. You don't see the light. It's tough for you to maintain that endurance. I get it, you know? This is why on the GPS here, when we ride bikes, it's got a progress bar. Unfortunately, God does not give us a progress bar. This progress bar showing you, no, you're 60% of the way in, 30% to go. That progress bar is so important. So now, how do we get the progress bar? Right here, right? Blue and yellow candle, right? Why? Because it will give you a reference of based on the flame, or how close you are or how far you are, right? Nah? Okay, cool. Can I use this process for my son as his dad and I are no longer together? I don't want him to carry the weight that I did with my paternal and maternal. Yes, notice history repeats itself. History tends to repeat itself. We tend to carry the vibration of mistakes of old. Now, we need to understand this and then prepare our kids for the situation. Your kids will have to learn out there on the streets through burning. You, while engaged in this process of prayer, have the kid right here showing them the details. This is how we pray here. This is how we engage in spiritual practice. They should not learn on the streets. All right? Like I said, the closest route to connecting with God is through your ancestry. Now, since you, Rudin, are the ancestor manifested in the physical, the guardian manifested in the physical of your child, you can teach them the codes to unlock their things. Right? So definitely you can. Okay, let's keep going. Okay, Prince, what's good, Bafo? Greetings, my king. I did the blue and yellow candle process, and the first day I dreamt of myself in a room that I stay, and there were about 8 female figures in the room. One was cooking, and others were just chatting. And to my surprise, I saw my wooden staff, and it was broken into 2 pieces. The following day, about 5 male figures appeared and entered into my room, and I was having a dream within a dream. Exactly. You see, what are we doing with the blue and the yellow? Balancing feminine and masculine, right? Balancing feminine and masculine. Now I understand why you dreamt of the woman first, because it is them who probably still have now control over you. So the Congress of your people, right? They sat down and had a board meeting in regards to you. No, they sat down and then allowed the men to arrive the next day to say, hi, we too are there. So this process for me, now it gives you clarity. What does this do? It opens your heart chakra because you now believe that this is working for me. All right. So there are certain dreams I know that I'm having that say, oh, these are my father's people. Right. There are certain dreams that I know that I'm having, oh, these are my mother's people. Sometimes they're in the dream together. Balance. Some of you haven't dreamt about your father's people, or your father, in fact, in ages, or your mother. Remember, Umbango is not just coming from context here, your father, right? Sometimes it's coming from maybe your mother's people. Your father. Your father did what he needed to do. Then your mother's people didn't engage in what they needed to do. So definitely, Prince, you're on the right track. Papama the man, good morning. Thanks for informing me. Sometimes we're being lied to. Yeah, hey, Buffett. Hey, there's no one who is more dangerous than other spiritual people. You understand? Why? Because there's a jealousy aspect, a corner. And like I said, jealousy is the lowest vibrational emotion of all. Or skasotela too much to these people, right? Do not, because these people will manipulate your shit heavily, and their goal is always to cause distraction and destruction in regards to your path. So now, Papama the man, your name even says it. Wake up, right? Your name even says it. Wake up. How do you wake up? By focusing on the Temple of Solomon, the body, right? Because we're in the low vibrational space. So now, if we raise the vibration of the body, we raise the vibration of the spirit. As above, so below, right? Okay, cool. Okay, 10:32, 8 minutes to go. Let's see if we can get through the comments as quickly as possible. More often, I meet people saying I have a calling or gift. What? Or gift. I can say, okay, I grew up a Christian. So I need clarity about this gift. Okay, a lot of Christians now find themselves in this challenge. where you're having cognitive dissonance. What is cognitive dissonance? When your core beliefs are being challenged. No, we as Christians do not engage in spiritual work that aligns with ancestors. So I explained in the opening part of the video that it is as per the assignment between ourselves, the guardian angels or ancestors, and God. We will engage in spiritual work to provide them with spiritual energy. They can then constantly engage in guiding us. They were given the assignment by God to protect and guide us as the creation of God. Balance, right? Trilogy. Now, we want to operate with this trilogy. Now, if we do not operate with this trilogy because supposedly some religion is saying that it is wrong to engage like this, yet we must engage like that, how many of you are praying to Jesus and it's not serving you? Let's be honest. How many of you are praying to Jesus and it's not serving you? Okay, some of you, Jesus is serving you. That's fine. That's fine. But it is wrong for you to then come with a low vibrational energy to judge those who look to connect differently. There are many ways to skin a cat. Yeah, well, I've been left by a woman telling me I don't fear Jesus. Why must I fear Jesus? Huh? Why must I fear Jesus? At the time, in fact, I think it was just because Lebanon, they're very manipulative, using it as a just bullshit, basically. Simply put, bullshit. No such thing. So with that said, bro, I suggest have an open mind. And in having an open mind, use the blue and the yellow candles to get your people to guide you and lead you so that you can find what will serve you. All right? Nobody said you can't engage ancestors and be a Christian at the same time. The Bible does not belong to a certain faction of people. In fact, they don't understand the Bible enough. They themselves do not understand the Bible the way the Bible is supposed to be understood. All right? Posa, what do I take to have vivid dreams and remember them? Okay, detox. Detox, colon cleanse, blood cleanse. And then normally I say water, engage in steaming, using umutobovu or rewash, depending on what best serves you. We've got umutobovu, that's it for fighting, or mutomhlop, right? Some of you can also use like mpepo tea. You can consume mpepo tea. Helps to invoke dreams. There's another herb called mugwort. It's good for that type of situation too. Helping you to remember and have vivid dreams. And then blue lotus flower. Very hard to find though. Blue lotus flower. Fidel, Koa Castro, King, have you ever come across energy beings or light beings? Fidel. You are referring to me right now. All right? I carry the light. Let's leave it at that, because it creates too much attention if we then unravel. What do I mean by this? But know that I carry the light. What does it mean to dream many moons and flying saucers, Lerato Bila? Like I said, talk to your people about this. Use the clarity candles, right? Why are they showing you the secrets of the universe, or what is supposedly the secrets? These are not secrets. These are things we're all supposed to know. That there's more than one moon, that there's more than one sun, that above the sky, as we see it, there's land there. Dragon Ball Z showed us this. Those who know what I'm talking about, right? The dimensions are layered. They are layered. Go and do research on Asgard. You'll understand what I'm talking about. Belinda, once again, how do I know who my guide is without consulting? I am told I'm Chupi. Why have they not told you direct? Blue and yellow candle. engage in what? Raising the Temple of Solomon. You see, Nina, who have the spiritual calling. I get it. It's quite confusing. I don't want to lie. I'm not going to position and be all righteous and say, like, I had this understanding this entire time. No, 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 no. It is through you who goes through the process of self-discovery who will then discover the secrets of who they are. Emphasis on self-discovery. All right? So, Belinda, some of you might have challenges around how to pray. Then you ask for the downloads when you're using the blender yellow candle. I don't quite have the words as to how to speak to you, how to invoke you. Then you call upon them. You ask them to embed this intuition inside you. Remember, the Temple of Solomon is an electromagnetic, right, energy center, electro-biomechanical energy center. Nah? Electro-biomechanical energy center, which holds what? The soul of man. This is why it's referred to as the Temple of Solomon. Right? The Temple of Solomon moves at a particular frequency. For it to settle in the vessel needs to operate on certain dynamics and aspects. Now, if we're have you done the research to engage with your people? Have you spoken to your mom to find out? Have you spoken to your dad? What does this do? It reminds you epigenetically of who you are. Right? First and foremost, the rule is to connect with your bloodline through what? Is to connect with them through creating a family tree. This family tree will invoke the epigenetic memory. Go and write it down. Nah? Eddie, what's up, Eddie? I have dreams almost every night of my grandfather fighting me and chasing me out his house. What is the interpretation of this dream? My grandfather died 30 years ago. I'm not living in his house. Yo, King, like I said, we will not interpret dreams. You will go and speak to your grandfather through neutral prayer, and you will use a tone that is, you will show utmost respect to him. Ntate Edi, your picture actually. Ntate Edi. We have to show elders respect, Buffett. So you will show your elder respect and call upon your grandfather. You're chasing me out your home. Is there something wrong that I've done? What is it that I've done that you do not like so much? Now I do not understand. I keep seeing these dreams, but I don't quite understand actually where the issue is. Please provide clarity for me. Why? Because you come to me and I give you like an off-the-top interpretation of what the issue is. You then go do rituals. Handy, these rituals are wrong. You weren't supposed to do the rituals. All right? All right. Okay, Gwen, no problem. See you soon. See you soon. I'm struggling with etiquette of addressing healers. Which titles should I use when addressing them? How should I show respect? Just like you show people respect. For me personally, I don't care about this whole cool thing, Gogo thing. You know, I don't give a shit about that stuff. I don't give a shit about you. Obviously, I'm not gonna block people when they do it. It's fine, but I don't give a shit. Respect me like you would when you respect other people. I'm trying to stay away from being deified, right? Hey, this is the guy, you understand? This is the guy who's going to help me to unlock my things. No. You are going to unlock your things. Yeah? I do not want to have to, everywhere I go, unfortunately, that's what happens right now. Everywhere I go, I run into people, hey, and they want to talk and then they want to express themselves and then they, just all those things, right? Fisto, great question. Before we go, what color do I put on the left and on the right when praying using blue and yellow? Great question. On the left for me is blue, feminine. On the right for me is yellow. So you can start with this process. Blue left, right yellow. Once you've done that, If they come to you in the dream and they say, switch it up, then you switch it up. Baba, then you switch it up. Rakwan, time for us to go, Buffet. Don't forget, later today, Machita. Nah? We're catching you guys in regards to all things in relation to Machita. So we can continue some of these questions you guys have, especially if you're a man, on that stream. 3:30 to 4:30 p.m. Nah? A lot of men are going through it. Sorry to everyone who I couldn't really answer in regards to the questions that you've had. Go here, blue and yellow candle, ask them the exact question you wrote for me here in the comment section. Call upon your guardian angels from your mom and father's side. Sometimes this is the one thing that they've been waiting for you to engage in, right? This, you having direct communication with them. All right. Catch you guys again on the flip side later this afternoon. Hope everyone has a good day. What's today's date? 14/10/2024. Okay. 5. The number of what? Flexibility. What do I mean by this? It's the halfway point. Now we've got a choice to make. Either we go forward or we go back. Remember, going back is not always negative. Going back might be connecting with things from the past that were serving you because you took a trajectory in a self-saving and a say out this. Strength in certain moments. Sometimes some of you might need to let go of things from the past to go forward. Some of you with the surname issues, leave those surnames. By this, I'm not saying go to now, King, what's this? Home Affairs and tell them who you don't want to surname anymore. I'm saying just don't call upon your people using surnames in the prayer space. And this might be who you need to be going forward. 5. Rakwan, 5 is also said to be the number of people who are beautiful. Supposedly, they have beautiful physical features. My mother's a 5, and if you know my mother, Shambula. Gal child. Shambula. Tamalaka got himself a nice yellow bone. Beautiful woman. When my mom was younger, she was a banger. So now I see this, right? But she too had certain challenges, and because I'm now engaged in this calling in alignment with her as well, you know, she got to a halfway point and didn't take on this journey. So I'm taking it on now, right? It's fine. So some of you who are 5s are engaging here. Now it's time to make decisions. Rakwan, it's time for you guys to make decisions based off what we've spoken about and based off what resonates. Make the decisions that are going to serve you going forward. Peace, family. Cameras down, Vel. It's time to go.